Hello everyone, this is Roxana from Eutopian Lettings again. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Today I want to show you how a landlord can calculate his tax from rental incomes. So I want you to head to this website called taxscout.com and calculator and then rental income tax. I will put this link in the description so you don't have to type the entire URL. And now I want to go over the numbers just so you can understand how this is calculated. Okay, so this is the website. They're not paying me to do this. I just really love this tool and it's very useful. And I had some questions from some landlords about how to calculate tax when they gave up managing a property through an agent, because that was one of the useful things they got every month. They got this statement of how much tax they need to pay. But to be honest, this is paid on an yearly basis because every month your income varies. Maybe you have your property empty, or maybe you need to fix something that is very expensive in the property. So if you look here, let's just run through the numbers so you can see how you calculate this. Okay, so I'm going to say this is a buy-to-let, okay? And this buy-to-let is bought by someone with cash, so they don't have a mortgage. And we will do after this an example where we add a mortgage, okay? So just so you can see how the numbers change and you can have an overview of how this impacts on the final amount you have to pay in tax. So for the year 2021, because the taxes keep changing, the way they calculate tax keeps changing, then we have to select a year. Okay, and we're gonna say that this property is going to bring £2,000 of rental income per month, and the mortgage is 0 for now. And then we're gonna say that other monthly rental expenses are 300. Now, this could be the average of your expenses throughout the year, or it could also be, if you pay someone to manage a property, then and they, like a handyman or an agent, and you pay them a certain percentage of the rent, it could be around 300 more or less, and that can also be considered a rental expense. And then we're gonna say that someone has a salary. So it was gonna say the landlord of this property has a salary of £50,000. Now I've chosen this and I'll explain to you why. I've already Googled this, so it's going to show on my screen. I Googled annual salary tax UK and you can see the tax brackets here. So if you make between 50,000 and £150,000 a year, then whatever you make in between this amount needs to be charged. So you need to pay tax at 40% rate. Okay, so that means that if your income is 50,000, your rental income is going to be added on top of this 50,000. So it's going to be charged at 40% tax. Okay, so that's why I wanted you to understand how this affects the overall calculation. Okay, so we have 50,000, so we're going to have to pay 40% of whatever we made as a profit. Okay, so let's figure out how much that profit is. So it says, in your case, you have earned £24,000. That's because £2,000 over the 12-month period adds up to £24,000. Okay, so £24,000 from renting a property on top of the 50,000. So, and we said that the rental expenses were 300. Now, £300 rental expense over a period of 12 months will get you to 3,600. So what they did here, they took away this expense from the mortgage, from the profit that you've made from rent, and you were left with £20,400 in profits. Okay, and then those £20,400 in profits will be charged at 40%, which means you only keep 60% of this amount. Okay, And then if you go to the top, they're going to break things down for you. So after tax rental income, so this is basically how much you make per year from that property in terms of profit after you've paid all your taxes. This is how much you pay for the year just to maintain the property. Okay, and this is how much you have to pay to the UK government in tax every year if you don't have a mortgage. Okay, so now it's not too difficult. Now we're gonna make things even more complicated. It's not simple either. I'm gonna admit it. So let's say that our mortgage is £1,000. Okay, so let's see what changes. If your mortgage is £1,000 a month, we're gonna consider that as an expense. Okay, so let's see. In your case, you've earned 24,000 from rental, yeah, because the rent is the same, and our income is the same as the landlord, and then your rental earnings are this much, and as a result, your taxable rental income will be 20,400, and the first 20,400 will be taxed at 40%. Okay, so if we go back here, we can look and we can see that after tax rental income is 2,640, which means that this year, if you have a mortgage and you've paid your mortgage and your expenses and everything, you get left with £2,640 per year. And this is the amount you spend in maintaining the property and paying for the mortgage expenses and everything else, and the management fee possibly, and this is how much you pay in tax. So yeah, apparently the amount you pay in tax is much higher than the amount you make. So the state makes more money than you do if you calculate it like this. So I guess it's convenient to buy a house and rent it if you can buy it in cash. Anyway, I mean, this is a good profit. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is how you calculate it. Hopefully your numbers are smaller and your profit is bigger. Of course, it depends on your property, on your location, the number of voids, but this amount here that you've added will be an average. So for example, you're not going to put £2,000 a month if you had 2 voids. Yeah, you're going to have to recalculate that, or you're just going to have to say how much you've made for the whole year from rent in total. Okay? I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you are looking for this calculator, you're probably trying to manage the property by yourself. And if that's the case, we have a course to help you set up the property, get it ready for rent. We can talk in that course. We are talking about licensing, how to figure out if you need a license, how to furnish your property, and how to advertise it on your own. We also teach you how to do the viewings, to minimize the amount of time you spend, and how to do the inventory, and many other things. You can see that in the link that we're going to leave down below. I'm also going to put other links, like I'm going to put a link to some documents that you might want to have a look at, some tenancy agreements, and I'm going to put the link to this website that we've just used and to our website. Okay, thank you very much, and I hope this was useful for you. I hope things are clear now, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.